Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Let's try to get my video working as well. Okay. Oh, wrong side of the camera. Well, let's do this then. Oh, see. So, yeah, still trying to figure out how these cameras are gonna work. Well, looks good now. Okay, and I'm right in the middle. Lovely. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. So, markets are looking quite decent right now. Bullish price action overall. I have taken a long, early long. So stops are now at break even. I'll move them up here to be honest. So let me just do that. So early long, this was based off the 2-minute structural shift right here. So we had this order block. We swept liquidity of all these lows. And then we went lower into the London New York PM high. So I've taken a trade already. I'll basically start managing it now. So let's see what we get. Very, very open to both sides of the market. So this is not going to be the only trade I take today, just FYI. So don't worry. This was an early trade. This was before the session really kicked off. And I was aiming for Asia high. And if we go to Asia high, I'll be happy to short again. But stops are moved in profit. This is going well. We'll get more opportunities. So I'm not so concerned about it at the moment. I hope the sound is nice and clear. Everything is good. Can someone confirm? Wow. Okay. So for some reason, this is weird. I hope it's working. I hope the stream is working. All good. Yeah, good morning. Perfect, perfect. I was a bit confused on what's going on. So yeah, I'm in this long. Let's see what happens. So we have swept the London Q1 high. And with that being swept, I think I'm going to move my stops up here now. The reason being, if the London session model wants to play from here, it will most likely go towards Asia lows, which are right underneath here. So if that is the case, I want to be protected with this long. So yeah, we'll move my stops just under 23 to 3 to 5. If we see a reversal right over here, that's completely fine. We are protected and we'll take the trade accordingly. Now looking at gold, yesterday was a very, very bad day for gold. Like a massive dump in the price of gold, 2.3% overall. But overall, if you will look at the price action, we have been so bullish. Like looking at the higher time frame, we have been so bullish that I don't even care about a dump in gold price right now, and it's basically might be just the start of the first, you know, secondary trend into the range itself. So I would expect the price to reach some sort of order block right over here or over here, depending on what draws price. I would say this is more important area because we have a fair value gap, we have an order block which pumped to take this high, which was an all-time high at one point of time. So that would be a crucial area to kind of see revisited. So yeah, gold high time frame is looking quite bullish. No offense to people who hate gold, love Bitcoin. I know some people. So on the 6 hourly, we have left a fair value gap. We have inverted all these fair value gaps, 1, 2, or both of them are gone. We have left this fair value gap. I want to see in today, if we start going higher, how do this market react to the fair value gap above? That will give us a good indication of whether we can go long to the highs or short, depending on that. On the 90 minutes, basically we are forming some sort of double bottom, but also an head and shoulder pattern. So any break below, gold could be the thing to trade today, in my opinion. Any break below 39.63 could result in a good trade towards these lows for the day. So we'll keep an eye on gold. Could be a good thing to trade overall. So yeah, looking good as of now. Let's look at liquidity. So we have left previous day low untouched. That should be the draw for price. What I would love to see is if we can push above this high, sweep all the liquidity and then head lower, that would give us a nice trade on gold. So we'll wait to see if we can sweep above that high. That would be my point of importance in regards of where gold is right now. And yeah, I'll play from there. I'll be happy to long to Asia highs, but just need to have a good risk to reward. And for that good risk to reward, I need to have a 5-minute fair value gap, which might close somewhere over here. So I'll not have a good risk to reward to the Asia high. So yeah, short will be the way I want to go as of now, until previous day low is swept. But let's say we don't sweep the London Q1 high and we start going lower to previous day low. At previous day low, I would like to see the reaction instead of jumping into a trade. How do we react in that area? What really happens in that area? So that is what will dictate my decision on what side of the market I want to be. So that's gold for you. NAS is looking good. I think I'm stopped out. Let me check. Yep, I got clipped out. So I'm out of this trade. I think that's fine. I've not taken a TP on this. So this was overall a 1.19 hour trade. So that's fine. Out of the way. Now we wait. Now we wait for this price to come below Q1 high. Give a change in state of delivery. So if we want to short, we will want price to come below this Q1 high, give a change in state of delivery. This can be our trade then, with this being the stop loss. And we can target Asia low for a 2-hour trade. So that should be perfect if it works out. So we'll wait and watch. We'll give market the time to develop and do what it wants to do. But one thing to keep in mind is that there is still this inverse head and shoulder that might be built. So once price comes below and gives a change in state of delivery, this is also an order block which has swept the London Q1 high, right? So remember, this is an order block. If you break below this, that will give you a good opportunity to go short to an extended target. So I'll keep my eyes open to that as well, so that if anything like that comes up, we are in that trade. We are able to take advantage of that trade as well. So let me look at the chat. Any questions, anything, just keep throwing them my way. I'll take them as we go along. So yeah, keeping our eyes open to both sides of the market to see what happens. Where does the market want to go? Also, at the same time, I should log in. I have not yet logged in. Yeah, that's fine. Just remove it. Oh, come on. Where am I logged in? Not here. I'm not logged in, bro. Concurrent connect. Oh, yeah, because over here there are loads of them open. So, cool. I understand. Now log me in. Alright, so we are in. Let me also check. Everything should be set up, to be honest. Looking fine for now. I would love to see what happens here. Can we break below? That's the main thing. Can we break below? That is where my eyes will be peeled for that. Gold though is not trying to sweep the highs, and if it is not sweeping the highs, I don't want to short it yet. I mean, in London you just have to be a little bit more careful with the trades that you make. Just give price enough time for it to react and do things that it wants to do, because sometimes you'll act fast and you'll be burnt. In New York you can act fast. In New York you can basically go ahead, act very quickly and make decisions as you go along, right? Not in London. In London you just need to show a little bit of more sense in regards of how the price is playing out. Hello Nico, hello. Are you in a trade? I was in a trade. I am now stopped out for break even. Not break even, sorry, in profits. So for 1.19 hour, I took this trade. Like the moment I was doing my analysis, I saw the trade and I was like, okay, this makes sense. So I just jumped in, but got stopped out, and now yeah, price is going in the same direction as it was going before. So fuck price. That's fine. So let's see what we get. The gold is doing nothing. NAS is also doing just stuck there. So 3 minutes until pre-market open. 7 a.m. London, so that gives a pre-market open. So I'll be happy with London sweeping this high again, to be honest. Like, I don't mind that. What I want to see though is go down, show me a reaction. Best thing would be go down, sweep Asia low, and I can long from there to Asia highs for later part of the day. So that would be the best case scenario for two back-to-back winners overall. That you go down, sweep the Asia lows, and then go higher to sweep the Asia highs. That would be the best Friday I can, you know, ask for. But you don't get everything that you ask for. So I don't know. I need to keep this open. Yeah, cool, better. Was it a long? Yes, it was a long. So this long was basically from this area. So let's see. Sweep of liquidity right over here, right? Sweep of this whole leg down, liquidity. Then you had this nice little 2 minutes order block right over here, right? You had this order block which swept the lower liquidity, right? This order block as well. So once price swept this and then bounced out of it with power, I went long, small position, not like full size. So went long, stops were below this, and I was targeting Asia high. So this was the kind of trade I took. So yeah, I mean it was not like a full risk trade, full blown risk I was taking. It was just like, okay, I like the setup. I'm going to just put a feeler position. If in case it starts going higher, you end up making some money. If it doesn't, then that's completely fine as well, right? You basically just make some decisions at that trade point when you are trying to trade. So that trade was based off that only. But overall, the market is looking good. Like if you look at the 4 hourly, right? I basically shared this with everyone. So if you look at 4 hourly, it's in a very good spot. Like remove everything for now, and and it's it's looking very good. We came back into the discount of this range, peeked into it, left these two acceleration gaps, supported the price, and the targets are pretty clear. So the 250% target of the acceleration gap is exactly 0.618 for your basically for the extension. So it's a good target to have. So yeah, I'm liking this price action overall. It's looking good. It's just that I want to see something else, but it doesn't want to do that. But I'll wait. So we have acceleration above. We have some sort of acceleration above. At the close of this candle, I will consider a long again. So I'll let you know if I take a long there. Because once you start accelerating above a high, you basically are saying that, hey, I don't care about this inverse head and shoulder, What I care about is going higher, right? So you basically are breaking structure, you're trying to accelerate higher, and maybe previous day high is the aim. So just, keeping our eyes open, keeping everything in place to know what's going on, and taking a decision based off that. So let's see. You are got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me, gold. There is a sweep, yes. Alright, gold looks fun. So 3 minutes to gold candle closure. This doesn't want to stop. So maybe I should have kept that position open. Would have been a 3 hour instead of 1. Let Let me just make this smaller so I can keep reading chats. All right, and make you a bit smaller as well, a little better. So can you not do this? Okay, oh no, okay, better. Okay, now I can read the chats as well as see the charts on the other screen. So I'm keeping my eye out to see whether we invert this fair value gap or not. So this will be the fair value gap that I'll be looking for. One minute 20 seconds to go for that. One minute to the inversion, so we'll just wait to see whether there's an inversion of this fair value gap or not, and if there is, then I'll take a position on gold. Basically this will be the stop loss and I'll aim for previous day low, so that will be a 4-hour trade overall. So let's see, waiting and watching. If this doesn't happen, then we have to wait another 5 minutes, just FYI. If it is not able to invert it in the next 30 seconds, we wait another 5 minutes for the inversion to happen. So we don't enter straight away, we wait. So 27 seconds. $11 not happened yet. Not yet. 3, 2, 1. No inversion. No inversion, guys. So I'm not taking this trade. It closed inside. So yeah, just wait and watch again. Nasdaq is looking good. Well, I would want to see what happens at Asia high. I can't take a trade here. It's flying too fast for me to do anything. So yeah, I'll just wait for it to kind of go higher and show me what it wants to really do right up there. Before that, there's no trade for me on Nasdaq. So yeah, let's just let it run and see what happens. Cool. Any questions about the London strategy? Any questions that you feel you want to ask? Feel free. When funded on Apex, can you trade stocks like Tesla or Nvidia? No. So those are not available on Apex or any other prop firms apart from, I think, couple, Bitfunded and all. Those are the ones which still offer them, but no, not those are not available. No. Apex, Top Desk, Apex, Top Step, Funded Next, and all these are mostly for Nasdaq futures. So that's what you should concentrate on, Po. Like if you're trading prop firms, that's where you should be focused on. So let's see. Yep, 3 minutes to go. There's still no inversion, so we wait for the inversion to happen. Yep, that's fine. Still waiting on inversion to happen, guys. There's no inversion yet, so we stay with the markets. We still wait for it, and we look for inversion other than anything else. This is looking really good. It's just that I have no idea how do I play this now. Because I am happy to take this opportunity if the fair value gap is left, right? So this trade, if I take this, it would be half risk because we are very close to the liquidity above. whereas this will be my stops because I don't expect it to break the swing low. Now, that is me not expecting to do things and aiming for previous day high. That's 2.5 hour. But yeah, I mean, how do I execute it? It's a question. It's a difficult one. Let's see. We'll get an opportunity. If not on this, on gold. If not on gold, on something else. So 1.5 minutes to go. We might just invert this time. So still waiting to see whether we invert it or not. Just go in here, right? Dock to the right. Yes, thank you. One minute. If we close inverted, then I'll enter the trade as I've said. We have done a change in state of delivery right over here. When we swept the high, we have done that. So that has been delivered. It's more about, do we invert this fair value gap or not? If we invert it, then maybe. If we don't, then no, not at all. We wait. It's as simple as that. With NAS, I might take a light position. Yeah, with NAS, I might take a light position in the next 10 seconds. Basically, a closure here. I'll put my stops under this low, 18-point stop. So basically saying that this fair value gap will stand and not get inverted. Yeah. So yeah, I'll take that position now. Okay, I'm in. Oh, perfect. Precise entry. What's the entry on this, right? 347. 347. That's the most precise I've ever put a thing on that. So that's the entry on NAS. Gold also I'm taking a position, guys. So gold will go here. Market and sell. So I'm in a position on gold as well. I'll aim for Asia low on gold. Sorry, previous day low on gold. Asia low has been swept. I'll aim for previous day low because that is untouched. If by any chance this one gets stopped out, right, that will be, I'll trigger a long straight away. So if this gets stopped out, I'll trigger a long. That will be my thought process for gold. So NQ. Let's see what NQ does. Gold is okay. I want to see, like, it has retested the fair value gap. I want to see a displacement candle lower. So if that doesn't happen, that will not give me good feelings. Just FYI. On gold, if the next candle closes underneath the big green candle, do you consider that as CISD even though there is a red candle in the middle? So on this, the CISD is right over here. So this candle's closure, this candle, yes, you can consider this a change in state of delivery as well because you're looking at the structure. The structure will change once it closes below this. So that, yes, you're not wrong. This is also a change in state of delivery, but this is more of a change of character if it closes underneath this. So that's a change of character of the market. CISD happened once this bullish candle happened and we took the high on the next candle and closed below. That's also a CISD. So it's different ways to look at the same thing. There's nothing wrong or right in that. I would be very honest. It's just different way you look at the price action and you make a call on that. So yeah, there's just waiting on gold to see how we respond to that inverted fair value gap now. If we start seeing any bullish price action, I might close it early, might get out of the trade early, but I'll let you know. Because we have left equal highs as well, right? So we just need to vary of it that, hey, this might not be the real move. We might go up first and then go lower. If that happens, we just need to be smart and get out of the trade as soon as possible. So NAS is just playing around. NAS is not moving yet. It's literally just stuck there. Whereas gold is also stuck there, not doing much. Just keeping our eyes open on both the trades on two sides of the market. So I have NAS open on the other screen, so don't worry. I will let you know if there is price movement and acceleration towards one side, and we can take a trade. We can basically take profits there. What I'll do is, if this candle closes bullish, I'll move my stops just above this, right over here, reduce risk. So I'll move my stops above this, just right over here. So I'm going to reduce risk and then re-enter if it presents an opportunity again. So in 1 minute, if it closes bullish, that's what I'll do. If it closes bearish, I'll keep it where it is. And the reason is very simple, that like there are relatively equal highs right on top. We could go back and sweep it again, and if that is the case, then we get stopped out earlier and then we can re-enter once it does the change in state again. So they're just trying to save risk and not commit too much, because this is full risk position. So if I'm getting a chance to reduce it to half risk position, I would always take it. So NAS is showing a small move. Take a TP when you reach Asia highs, if it reaches there. Just letting you know if you're looking at the charts as well. So take a TP on Asia highs. I'll move my stops lower, guys, on this. It's not looking good overall. I wanted to see a clear acceleration below this inverted fair value gap, but this is not something I wanted to see. So I'm going to move my stops right at this point. So reducing risk a little, 39.89 is my new stop. Just getting, it in a nice spot. Like, I don't want it to go beyond that. If it goes, then it will go and stop us out on the initial stop as well. So why have risk of that? So NAS is back to break even. It tried to move up and then just came down. No, not yet break even. Yeah, I'll take my first TP the moment we hit Asia high. So I'll take a TP there, and then I'll just let it do its thing and play it. And start reducing risk also. So let's see. Because what I expect is this sort of price action. So go up, maybe come into this and then bounce again. So yeah, we'll keep an eye. NAS is fine. Come on, accelerate lower. By the way, I have not taken NAS on Apex because I don't want overexposure on Apex. That's why I'm just managing my accounts so that I'm not exposed too much on one account. Because if you're taking two trades, you need to take it on multiple accounts. You don't really want to take it on a single account. Otherwise, if both of them are losers, you're kind of stuck in a place where you're in a big drawdown suddenly. You don't want that to happen. You just want to manage your risk across accounts. See, it's not just about managing a trade, it's managing accounts, then it's managing payouts. It's a lot of things that happen when you're trading prop firms. And you just need to be smart. You just need to know how you're trading and what your risk is overall. So like this trade is not on any other prop firm. It's just on Apex. Whereas this trade is on every other prop firm except Apex. So you just manage your risk. Different prop firms, you trade differently, you may take different trades. and you just make sure you are not exposed, because the initial Nasdaq trade I took on every other prop firm, so I have profits coming in from that. So even if I lose this, that will basically take them to break even. And for gold, it's a different job. Can you trade gold? Yes, you can. You can trade gold. It's called GC. So the future contract is GC. So NAS is getting rejected, and let's see if we go inside this fair value gap and just show a complete reversal out of it. We'll keep my eyes on NASDAQ to see what we get there. Gold, the candle looks fine for now, 1.5 minute to closure. Let's keep an eye on how gold closes this candle and maybe move our stops further if we have to. One minute to go. NAS is not looking good. I think Asia high should be taken. I mean, if there is a rejection before Asia high, that gives me more confidence that the price will try to reach there. Gold that is not a good candle. That is not at all a good looking candle. So trying to go down again and then doing this is not what I want to see. Not something that gives me confidence. So I will most likely at the close of this candle, okay, wait. Yeah, I'll most likely take a L on this, a small L, and re-enter if it presents another opportunity. So I'm just gonna close this and maybe re-enter this if there's another opportunity. So I've closed this for like literally initial was 8-point stop loss. I stopped it for around 0.5 hours. So I'm out of that trade. Gold trade is closed. So minus 0.5 hour as of now. Because you don't want to see this. You just don't want to see this. This is not something that gives you confidence. This is not something that tells you that the market wants to go lower. If you have inverting a fair value gap, if you have inverted it, confirmed the trade, and then you do this, that shows you that, hey, maybe you were wrong. So better get out of the market at that point of time. And we'll see. We get another opportunity, we'll enter. That's not a problem. At least we have not exposed ourselves. What's up with NAS? NAS is not looking good as well. NAS is coming down. But yeah, I want to see the reaction inside this fair value gap. I'll be very honest. Like, without taking Asia high, if we get rejected, I'll be surprised. And if that is the case, I'm happy to have a risk associated with the trade, because I will be expecting it to take Asia high. Go into this fair value gap, bounce out, take Asia high, we take our TP1, we move our stops, and if we have continuous price action to the upside, go towards previous day high, which is right over here, so 0.18%. So with the NAS, it still looks good to me. Yeah, gold did not give me good feelings, so closed it out, get out of the trade. We'll wait, we'll keep waiting and see what happens, right? Any questions? Any questions from anyone? Anything that you want to ask? Anything you want to know? Anything you want to learn? Feel free to ask. Poe, anyone, Daisy, any questions you guys have and you want to learn something, you basically are confused about something, ask that. So one thing more that makes me feel a bit concerned about NAS is this fair value gap and the way we are rejecting out of it. So, but we have inverted it. So we have inverted, and let's see, let's see. Let's keep an eye on this one. Let's keep an eye. I think this is overall a very good trade. I like it. So let's keep an eye on this one, how we react in here, and then make a decision. And if we start going lower, we might get a trade from London high as well. So let's keep an eye there as well. What is gold doing? Now for gold, I'll basically wait. I'll wait for it to sweep, because I don't want this to be sitting on the top of my head that there's liquidity above. So till the time it doesn't sweep, I'm not going to take trade on gold. Otherwise, my mind will always be like, oh, there is liquidity right above. And if you are thinking like that, you'll never be able to make rational decisions. And all you're doing is making your life difficult. That's not a good candle. 1 minute to go. Let's see how this candle closes. Not a good looking candle. Can we just pump in the last 30 seconds or 40 seconds and just close this candle like over here? You know, showing the buying pressure coming out of that fair value gap. That will be the question. Oh no, you're showing the selling pressure coming out of that. That's fine, that's fine. So closing gold early might have been a good decision because we have reduced our risk considerably. NAS, I don't still want to close it. I think it's looking fine to me. We are still trading inside of that fair value gap. All we are waiting for is a reaction out of it. If we get it, that's great. If we don't, then yeah, it is what it is. Welcome to the markets, isn't it? Like, you had a lovely reaction of the sweep of liquidities. You went higher, you showed acceleration towards the high, and if you reverse from there and you say, no, I don't want to go and sweep Asia high because I'm not in a mood and I'm going to leave this, 354.25 and $3,551 area untouched for later, well, you can't do much about it. It's markets. Markets are not, they're not efficient, they are random. So if there is randomness, you can't do anything about that. All you can do is wait for your setup and play your setup, and if your setup doesn't work, it doesn't work. And like yesterday, I took a trade in the afternoon where I made mistake myself, which I didn't like, which I regretted. Like, honestly, like when I was doing my journal, I was like, why did I take this trade? That if that sort of thing happens, yes, you're angry about it. But if you're playing a strategy and the strategy shows you a sign that this is what's happening, you're taking a decision based off that, and that doesn't happen, that's completely okay. That's part and parcel of the game. So yeah, you accept those things. So gold is back above. So was it a good decision to close it early? We'll get to know in this candle, hopefully. Yeah, looks like it. Well, we have not stopped out yet. We have not stopped out on the SL that we put. So maybe not. We'll get to know. So no fair value gap on the 5-minute left on the bearish side, which is a good sign. So as of now, that's a good sign that we are not leaving any fair value gaps towards the downside. We are just coming back inside of this, and now what we want to see is a change in state of delivery right over here. So basically do this, tuck tuck, support, and start going higher, do a change in state of delivery, and then pump higher, and that is what you will want to see. I mean, I want to see a lot of things. That is one thing I want to see. So let's see if we get that. Oh, it has not yet stopped us out. Motherfucking gold. Any questions, guys? Anything, any questions that you would like to ask, that you would like to talk about? Oh, by the way, I have two nice little, what do you call it, referral codes for Tradezilla and Funded Next. Funded Next is offering around 15% discount. Tradezilla, you get 20% discount. So if you want to sign up, sign up. It's good to have a journal. It's easier to know your mistakes if you have a journal. So yeah, sign up if you can, if you want to. But use my code. Don't use anyone else's. Everyone else is they are already, you know, filthy rich. So if you use my code, you make a poor guy rich. Imagine. I'll remember in whenever I pray. You will put food on my table, guys. Please, please get Funded Next accounts and blow them. Please. I can be funny in the early hours of the day as well. That's good. I thought that thing comes after I've eaten like some food and everything. Choicho. Choicho. So acceleration gaps. There is like, let me just first contemplate. I'll come to that. Let me just first look at this and cry a little, and then I'll come to that. Why? Why gold? Why? Like, bro, I'm fucking live streaming, bro. I closed you early that you will stop me out and here, and you just stopped. If you dump from here, trust me, we are going to have trust issues. You don't fucking go do that. You go up, you sweep that liquidity now. Somebody is going to watch this in 1 year's time and they'll be like, this idiot closed his trade and then it went to TP. You don't do that shit. Go up. Come on. Now, back to you. My strategy for acceleration gap. So, number one, what is acceleration gap? Now, that is where we start. Alarm clock go off. So, what is an acceleration gap? Acceleration gap is basically two back-to-back fair value gaps. What the fuck is this shit? Get away. Okay, get here. So two back-to-back fair value gaps. Okay, so like over here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I hate this mask. It becomes sweaty inside. Very difficult to do this, but I can't show my face. Only some people, except my wife, know who I am. Lucky are those who know. Lucky are those who know who I am. All right, enough of fun. So this is an acceleration gap. So back-to-back fair value gaps is what we call acceleration gap. Okay, but when you get an acceleration gap, what you do is you take a Fibonacci, put a Zoro mask. I thought about it. I thought about the Zoro mask thing, but my wife said, you know, what will you do? Like when we were having a chat about what should we name the channel and all that shit, and she was like, what will you do with a Zorro mask? That's fine. I showed her the movie as well, and I love that movie. And she's like, what the hell is this? I'm like, it's a romantic movie, watch it. And she was so bored because Zorro at a time was a very great movie. Okay, it was fun to watch. But if you watch it now, it becomes a bit boring. And I think you'll agree, Po. It's not the same anymore. So yeah, but okay, back to the shit. You always distract me. You know how easy it is to distract me. Don't do that. Yeah, back to what we were doing. So you basically take a fib, you take the first touch at the low, let's say. If it's a acceleration gap bullish, first touch is low, second touch is on the high. Basically both the fair value gaps. If there is another one after that, you don't take that. You take only two. What you want to extend it to is minus 200%, minus 250%, minus 400%, minus 450%. Now once you have extended that to those areas, your aim is that the price should not go inside the lower fair value gap. The price should basically stay inside the upper fair value gap. You wait for that to happen, and now after that it is up to you. How do you want to trade that? Now there are multiple ways. How I trade that is basically once it is inside, I go to the lower time frame. So this is 4-hourly fair value gap. So I'll go down to 5 minutes. And what I'm waiting for is a change in structure, a good change in structure. Where did it happen? So it was coming down, down, down. It came down here. It could not accelerate above this high, right? It could not accelerate above this high. Went low, right? Swept all the liquidity right here. And once it has swept all the liquidity right here, No, don't retract your message, Cuisinier. It's fine, ICT concepts. Like that's what get clicks, man. It is just to get clicks. You guys don't understand. It's a fucking theory. It's all marketing shit. Write the name of a popular person in your stream. People will come watch you. Abuse a popular person in your stream. You will most likely become the next popular person. It's all part of the plan, bro. Yeah, I mean, I trade ICT concepts, so that's the goal. So okay, back to the thing. So once you have over here, you never got a change in state of structure. A proper change in structure. Came down into the gap, you bounced out of it. Oh, it's not me. It's not me who made the mistake. Sorry about that. It's ChatGPT. I'll ask him to do it properly again. ChatGPT is good for a lot of things, but yeah, it's not really great. Yeah, so okay, back. I can't fire it, man, bro. If I fire it, what will I do? It does half my job. All right. So once price is coming back inside of this 4-hour fair value gap, you see there is no proper change of structure that happens. Yes, we invert a few fair value gaps and a lot of things happen, but we don't really go above a high. So we are like, okay, that's fine. It didn't happen. But then when it comes back again, but since it is a 4-hourly fair value gap and you're trying to enter on 5 minutes, you wait for this structural shift to happen. Once this shift has happened and you have accelerated above that, you can take a position. So you can either take a position on the break or a sustained move, or you can wait for a break to end, price comes lower, and the next break, the moment it happens, you take a trade, you put your stops underneath, and that is when you will target the extension. So you are basically entering over here targeting these areas. You're not targeting smaller areas. You're literally targeting the areas for 4-hour fair value gap. So it's different ways to trade different things. It's fine. Like that's how you build it. So that's the strategy. Who asked it? Chowi Cho. Chowi Cho. That's a nice name. I think I know this person. Tell me if I Chowi Cho, tell me if I have your WhatsApp. If I have your WhatsApp, I know you. Who you are. Come on, tell me if I have your WhatsApp. Come on, don't hide. And I'm stopped out. Why would I get stopped out there? I got stopped out. What? It's okay. So top step stopped me out, even though it never went to stop loss. So if it bounces from here, I might get my money back. But if it doesn't, then nothing is coming back. All right, stopped out. I'm done. So that trade, we have basically gone above. We never swept Asia high and we decided to reverse. Now, what do you wait for here is if this is a proper reversal and we are heading lower, there will be a change in state of delivery, number one. We will be leaving a fair value gap, number two. Now, depends. Not fixed for sure. So that is weird. I don't expect this to happen because you're so close to liquidity of Asia high and you don't sweep it. So that is something the market is random about, and it has shown. Maybe there is some news or something. Was there something supposed to come out today? Let's see. Because that doesn't look like price action that will happen. No. There's nothing. Nope, there's nothing. It's just random price action, which has dumped more than 0.4%, 0.1% in a matter of couple of minutes, which is fine. Whereas gold has stopped us out. So one thing to be happy about is that gold is going on to sweep that liquidity. So that is one good decision we made of closing gold. Nasdaq is just crashing. Maybe we should have taken a short, but it didn't give a signal, but now it might, but that's a very, very wide stop. So cannot short on Nasdaq now for sure, by the time this candle closes, it would have swept all the liquidity. It has still left Asia and London high, relatively equal highs right on top, right? These two are going to attract price throughout the day. So just letting you know, Asia high and London high are going to be the drawn liquidity in the New York session. If I'm trading New York, I'm trading it to that area. That is what my thought process will be, if it is not swept before that. Overall, I would say it's a positive day still, because I got one. So minus 1 hour here, minus 0.3 hour there. No, it's a negative, small loss day, which is fine. Small loss start, that can be covered in a matter of one trade. So not so concerned about that. I'll see what happens now. What sort of candles do we get? Nasdaq for sure is not tradable for me. You are so shit. Oh. You fucking crazy fucker, gold. Okay, let's wait another minute. It didn't sweep, just again left the highs there. Equal highs. I'm not gonna take a trade on this. Sorry. I don't care where it goes. This is going to basically come in my nightmares if I take a trade on this. This will be part of my nightmares if I take a trade on this. So I would rather close it on a small loss than take this. It's no. If it doesn't sweep it, now that doesn't make sense. Now there is another food for thought on which I want to talk about, which is to do with this NQ. Let's just say we do this, okay? We start coming lower, right? And we sweep these two lows, and then we give a change in state of delivery. So if I'm not around and you guys are sitting on the charts, it's okay to have losers, right? That's not a problem. You'll have 2-3 losers in a day if you're trading 7 to 8 trades. 50%, 60% win rate, that's normal. But let's say you do this. You come down, you sweep the London Q1 low, you sweep the Asia low. There is a trade right there for you. I'm telling you this now. Do not tell me that you did not take it if it happens. Your stops will be below the lows that are created. So let's say the lows are over here. Your stops will be here. And you will aim for previous day high if that sort of price action happens. Okay? The reason I'm telling you right now is because I'm going to go off. I don't see an opportunity right now on any of the assets. This guy I'm not even touching until this sweeps. So on gold, the trade will look something like this. So gold does this. Until gold does this, there is no touching gold. Does a change in state of delivery and heads lower. So gold, the trade will look something along these lines, right? You have both the trades to play. Just wait for them to occur. Just wait for them to do their thing. And that is when you enter. You do not enter before that. And looks like Nasdaq just wanted to fucking kill us and go in the other direction. So just some random price action came, fucked us over, and then it's going in the other direction. That is crazy, isn't it? Fuck Nasdaq. Fuck the world. But yeah, so both the trades I've given you, I'm not going to enter Nasdaq now, at least from this area. The reason is very simple. We have done a change in state of delivery. I would rather short from this to London low, right? But I am not touching that because at this point of time, we haven't swept anything. Like Asia session hasn't been swept on either side, right? That was the first trade I took, was basically an acceleration above the Q1 high to go towards previous day high and sweeping Asia high in the process. That never happened. So for me, there's no trade. There's nothing as of now. The trade will come once we sweep something, and the sweep I'm waiting for now is this sweep to go higher. Why higher? It's a simple reason. Why higher? We are in the 4 hourly fair value gaps. We are breaking out of that. We have done the discount. So remember this image I showed you in the beginning? So we have basically came back into the discount area for this 4 hour. Acceleration gap, we are expecting higher prices. Now, if you are just a little smart, You will aim for these highs, you'll aim for this area in today's session. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I'll take a trade anymore. Gold I'm not going to take. I've told you what I want to see. Before that, I'm not taking. I want that sweep to happen. If it leaves me behind, that's completely fine. Happy to be sitting alone crying about the small loss that we had, but I am not going to take a trade until this shows confirmation. And fuck you, Nasdaq, again, just for doing what you did. Like, what is the reason? Can anyone tell me what could be the reason of this dump? Anyone wants to take a try on what resulted in this? No news. There's no liquidity sweep happened. It just had, it just thought, hey, let's just dump. But discount of what? This range? There is no discount because it has not taken a high. The only time discount happens is when it takes a high. It didn't take a high. It was still, so currently the range is this, right? So this is waste of time. Current range is this, from here to here. This is the range that the market is playing, and we were in discount and we were supposed to take this high. We did not. And now it's going to go back, hey, tick, and then might go up. But I'm not taking this trade now. I'll wait for Asia low sweep. Before that, there's nothing for me to do. Okay, it's time to... NAS is the new crypto. Yeah, NAS is the new crypto. NAS is fun though. NAS is fun. Like today's, I mean, I'm quite sure I'll cover up that $50, $60 loss, whatever I have as of now. Not 50, 60, it should be $100, 0.45 R. That can be covered, but overall, yeah, it's been beautiful week. Overall, it's been a beautiful month as well. Like October was supposed to be October for crypto, whereas this shit is dumping down. I am making some fun. What is crypto doing? Let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, yesterday I executed this trade. The one so I was talking about this. So I've taken a position on Ethereum. My stops are under this low at 38.30, and I'm aiming for 8,317. I'm a crypto bro now. I fucking trade crypto now. Yeah, I just took it on spot, by the way. This is not a futures position. Took it on spot. I liked it. The chart looks good. Thesis looks fine. So why not? So yeah, wait for these things to happen. Until then, there's no trade, guys. Don't take a trade just for the sake of taking a trade. It's okay to have losers. If you're managing your risk, it's fine to have a loser. It's fine to basically come back to the market later on and to be able to trade. As of now, there's nothing that either of the assets are offering which is going to make us trade. This is the first one because there was, if you will see, right, there was this tiny sweep of liquidity right over here. So I was like, if that is the case, it will do a change in state of delivery, or it will basically invert. And it did a change in state of delivery. It inverted the fair value gap. So everything was there, but it just decided it doesn't want to play. Bitcoin, I mean, I have already said my predictions very clearly. So Bitcoin, I'm expecting, so over here, we had two scenarios that I was thinking of. Either this market goes down, over here retest and go higher. That's the scenario that it's playing out right now. The simple target for Bitcoin is the 400% target over here, 165,000. Because again, simple theory, right? We have talked about it a lot of times. So go to weekly. What do we have over here? Is it this one? There's something wrong. Is it monthly? Yeah. So go to the monthly chart. Let's get rid of this, or let's just keep it there. It doesn't interrupt. So on the monthly chart, there's a acceleration gap. There's a small fair value gap right over here between September 2024 and November 2024, right? And then between October 2024 and December 2024, there's a fair value gap. So acceleration gap, I measured it. And that is, again, guys, just talked about the strategy. So we have the first fair value gap right here. Price went inside of it. Since it is a monthly time frame trade, you go down to daily for entry, right? So price went inside of it. You wait for the structural shift, and this is the position that I've built, by the way. So this is my position. You wait for price to come back inside, comes back inside. You wait for a structural shift, no structural shift, no structural shift here as well, no structural shift here, and that is when there is a structural shift. So you either enter straight away or you enter over here. It's up to you how you see it. I entered straight away right over here because this was a massive candle, right? Structural shift with a massive candle. I entered over here, and then you basically aim for 200% as your first target. Your stops are below this low. So if this is the trade I'm taking, I think it's a 3-hour trade or a 2-hour trade maybe. So you enter here, put your stops here. So you're getting 1 hour around here, and then 400% is around 3.72 hour, and you just stay in the trade. So that's the trade I've taken. So based off the monthly acceleration gap, I'm trading this, and I'm aiming for 400%, 165, 166,000. Once that is achieved, I am done with Bitcoin. Now, what other thing also tells me that should be the target? There is an inverse head and shoulder on the weekly, shoulder, head, shoulder, and the target of that is around 151. So there are two things that are basically playing out in this area, right? So that is 2. So let's say this is the target. Now, once you have that, you need another confluence for a target of an area, and you are basically like, hey man, that is fine, but what else can I have as a target? Now, if all of this was happening, what is the manipulation leg of this move? So the manipulation leg of this move is from this high to this low that was created. This was the main manipulation. So you measure that move other way around. So you, till here, and it will be from this high. So this high to this low, measure that move. The 200% extension is where your price should go from the manipulation leg. So if this is the manipulation, price should extend towards 200%. That will be around 170. So at the end of the day, you cannot put your finger on one place, but you can clearly say that this area 151 to 170 is the area where this market should peak. And that is when the next cycle will start, next run of liquidity will be grabbed. Now, you have done all the things and you want to confluence it with other stuff, right? You want to basically be like, hey man, that's cool, but how do I confluence for the next cycle? Where does the next cycle end? So basically there is a rising wedge structure that is being formed, right? Once this market breaks above it, this is what's going to happen, right? You know, something along these lines on the weekly, there will be a big candle, then a small candle, then it will just pump into this candle's high, and this area hit this. That is when the dump will start. And where will the dump end? This liquidity mostly. Why will the dump end on this liquidity? Number one, that is the neckline for this head and shoulder pattern, inverse head and shoulder. Number two, the rising wedges target will be from here till here, right? So here, yeah. So you are basically, there are two ways to measure it. Let's say we break from there. You can measure it like this and say this is where I will reach, or let's say you basically do it in January or February. Let's say you break it here. So 82,000, you know, close to this liquidity area. So you'll keep that liquidity in your mind. Number three is, if this was the rising wedge, right, what will be the manipulation leg of this rising wedge? The manipulation leg for this rising wedge will be this. So you measure this, right, and you basically place it inside the last leg that is created, right? So this will basically go and stop over here at 172, 162, and then you can target from that. If you go log scale, you will be messed up, but if you go like this, because it will go to 0, because that's how it does it. So you need to just be smart to know how you want to target these areas, because that will go to negative. That's the problem of the charts. But you measure that and you can put back to back of them. So since it is 200%, right, you know this is the measured move. You basically take this from here and place it on the breakout, and that will be your target. Somewhere there you'll have your target. So 78,000 is what I'm targeting for the next bear cycle lows. I hope that makes, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. It has swept, by the way. No, it has fallen. You got to be kidding me, gold. I hate you. from the core of my heart. Fuck you, gold. That's fine. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna call it a session, to be honest, not a day. I'll be, yeah, it's been a small loss. That's fine. The initial trade gave us a good win, but after that, it didn't play out the way we wanted to, and it's been doing random shit. Nasdaq is falling down. Yeah, Nasdaq has now, okay, Nasdaq has now swept the Q1 low. So Q1 low is gone. I would love to see it do that as well, Asia low as well. But even if it does not sweep the Asia low and we invert this fair value gap, if we create one over here, I'll be happy to take a long like this as well. And basically take it up to previous day high right over here. So that will be a 2.5 hour. So you can keep that as a trade that you can play as well. So just remember, you have 3 opportunities that you can play later on. Any one of them presents, you can take that. It is valid until what time? 9:30 a.m. London time. After that, please do not take it. It's a waste of time after that. So take care, have fun, have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the market review. Yes. So Saturday will be the market review. We'll basically go through what has happened in the market, how the market has played out, what we got right, what we got wrong. And you know, it's a learning process. We'll have an amazing learning process. So yeah, take care, have fun. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe please. Thank you. Bye bye.